Hello everyone, again this is Teacher Ria and welcome to our English video. Today we will be talking about our English lesson in quarter 1, week 3. But before we answer our activity worksheets, let us first recall and review our modules. So you can pause this video and get your module in English. Now, let us talk about learning task number 8. Now that you can distinguish real from make-believe images, uh, fact from non-fact images, it is time for you to create your own. Be familiar with the rubric below, which will be used in rating your self-made illustration. So I will give you the rubrics so that you know what to do in illustrating or drawing your own real images and make-believe images. So here is the rubric for illustrated images. So you will see in the first column of the chart, it is about features. So according to the content, you will get 1 point if your image poorly expresses the intended idea, whether fact or non-fact, making it confusing. But you will get 2 points if your image expresses the intended idea, whether fact or non-fact, but still needs to be explained for clarity. And you will get 3 points if your image strongly expresses the intended idea, whether fact or non-fact, hence easily identified. And at the second row, you will see in the features column, we have the graphics. You will get 1 point if the graphics weaken rather than enhance the image. You will get 2 points if the graphics are appropriate for the message of the image. And you will get 3 points if the graphics and illustrations enhance the message of the image. And we will go back to the features column. We have there the creativity. You will get 1 point if limited creativity is evident in the image. And you will get 2 points if the image demonstrates creativity. And you will get 3 points if the image demonstrates a high level of creativity and originality. And now, next we have the neatness in features. You will get 1 point if the image demonstrates a high level of neatness and quality. So, you will have the total of uh, 10 points if you get the last column of the features. Now, the drawing that you will make will be based on the poem that I will give you. You will read and reflect on the message of the poem. In your notebook, create your own images. One real image and one make-believe image. So there will be two images or two drawings related to the poem that we will read. Consider the indicators in the rubric in making your own illustrations. So, it is the rubric that we talked about a while ago in the previous slide. And to help you in appreciating the poem and understanding the poem, here is a list to unlock your difficulties because maybe you may encounter these difficult words. The first list is beheld. It means look. Second is desolation, means sadness. Third is bountiful, means generous. And next is tutu, means altogether. And the last one is reminisce, means recall. Alright, let's read the poem. So the poem is entitled Plant a Better Tomorrow and written by Maricon Estrellado. As I beheld up the sky, something waved high, with its hands desperately reaching up the sky. They danced with the wind, going side to side, swayed their arms and shoulders in tutu, trying its best to be noticed and be spoken to, in which it succeeded. I saw it standing alone in the midst of hopelessness and desolation. It led me to reminisce how the scene was like before, when the leafy hands were momentously bountiful, the strong twigs swayed more and were indeed blissful. If yesterday they were more, and today there is one, how about our tomorrow? Would that one stand still? Or would there be none? Or it would be better if we'll plant near that one. So I hope you appreciate the poem and you understand what the poem wanted to tell you. So in your notebook, you may want to make a chart like this one in your screen. So there will be two charts because you will make two images. One real image and one make-believe image based on the poem that we have read a while ago. So you will notice the first part of the chart is the real image. So you will draw a real image, and then and the next part of the chart is the make-believe image. So you may want to draw something that cannot be happen or cannot happen in real life. Good luck in making the drawing. Make it good and colorful and have fun. Okay, I hope you made your drawing really fun and really good. Now let's go to learning task number 9. You will see in your screen another rubric for illustrated images. That is also the rubric that we have discussed in the last one in learning task number 8. So again, study the rubric very well because you will make another drawing. Like in the previous task, in learning task number 8, the drawing that you will make will be based on the poem that we will read. So, we will read and reflect on the message of the poem. So, that will be the second poem. Then, in your notebook, you will create your own images. So, again, one real image and one make-believe image. So, there will be two images and it is related to the second poem that we will read. Consider the indicators in the rubric in making your illustration. So the rubric that we have discussed a while ago. So, and to help you in appreciating the poem and understanding the poem more, here is a list of words to unlock your difficulties. So the first word is epistle. It means letter. And gung ho means excited. Rucksacks means backpack. Rendezvous means meeting place. And aficionado means fan or supporter. Now let us read the poem. Please read along with me. So the title of the poem is Epistle from Mother Earth and it is written by Maricon D. Estrellado. 4 billions of years ago, when I was born, in the midst of the vast blanket of the unknown, I was really gung-ho when human babies were born to make me as their beloved home. My oceans are like gigantic rucksacks of foods, goods, and treasures for your pleasures. My trees extend their canopies bearing fruits and giving comfy shades for your siestas and rests. My highland spots near the outstretched curtains of bluish sky became your rendezvous of socialization and a series of eye I became an aficionado of anthropology as I witness how you adapt and evolve through these years. There's just something that bothers me, an appeal of mutualism between you and me. Can you be aficionados of environmentalism too? Now you are ready to make your own drawing. So again, your drawing will be based from the poem that we have read a while ago. So as you can see in your screen, you will make this in your own notebook. You will make two columns, one column for real image and another column for make-believe image. Consider the rubric that we have discussed a while ago also. You can make your drawing a little colorful and, of course, have fun in drawing. Enjoy! Okay, now I hope you enjoyed learning your learning task number 8 and learning task number 9. Now, let's proceed making learning task number 10. So, as you can see in your screen, we have their different shapes. So, in your notebook, you will create your own images. So, one real image and one make-believe image based from the given themes and shapes that we have in the screen. So also, you will consider the indicators in the rubric in making your own illustrations. So you can see there are three columns in the screen. The first column is about themes. And the second column is about real images. And the third column is about make-believe images. So, in number 1, we have there love as a theme. So, in real image, inside the heart shape, you will draw something that shows love. And then, in the third column, inside the heart shape, you will make or you will draw something also that shows love in make-believe image. And then number 2, Mother Earth. So you will make or you will draw Mother Earth in real image inside the circle. And Mother Earth in make-believe image inside the third column or circle also. And then the third one is education. So inside the square, you will draw something that shows education in real image. And also in the third column, you will draw something that shows an education in make-believe image. And then number 4, we have the flora or plants or flowers. So inside that shape, that trapezoid shape in real image, you will draw a plant that we can see in real image. And also, in the third column, we will draw a plant that we can see in make-believe images. And then, number 5, we have their character in a story. In any story that you have read or any story that you like. So, any character in that story. You will draw in that inverted pentagon shape. Inside that shape, you will make your character in the real image and also in the third column, the character in the make-believe image. So I hope you understand what you will do. Okay? Now, let's answer your activity worksheet week 3. You can now pause this video and get your activity worksheets in English. So we can begin. Alright, let's begin. Printed and non-printed or digital materials are commonly used in visual media for a number of reasons. Watch this informative video. This is the link that I have to uncover the reasons. Then answer these questions to test your comprehension. So you may want to click the link or to type the link in your browser to watch the video first and then you can answer the following questions. Now, I will read to you the questions. But before that, be sure that you have watched the video of Teacher Kalay. If you cannot find the link, you can search for Teacher Kalay. The spelling of Kalay is Calai. And the topic is about visual media. Okay, now let's go to number 1 question. The following are the purposes of visual media. Which one is the most important? A. To attract the readers or viewers. B. To capture the attention of the readers or viewers. C. To easily understand the information. D. To share desirable values to the readers or viewers. And number 2, why is it important to identify the message of a visual media? All the answers given are correct except one. Which is it? A. To find out if it has good intentions. B. To find out if it shares good values. C. To find out if you can use it for cyberbullying. Or D. To find out if it's appropriate for children. Number 3 question. Which is not considered a good value? A. Honesty. B. Kindness. C. Materialism. Or D. Bravery. Number 4. It is important for parents to guide their children when watching or viewing any form of visual media content to guide and supervise them. Is the statement true or false? A. Yes. B. No. C. Maybe. Or letter D. I don't know. Is the statement true? Or A. Yes. B. No. C. Maybe. Or D. I don't know. Okay, question number 5. Visual media can sometimes be abused, which is not a form of visual media abuse. A. Spreading health tips to COVID-19 infections. B. Showing violent contents. C. Showing malicious acts. Or D. Spreading fake news. Now, Teacher Kalay prepared some exercises at the end of the video. You can answer the exercises on your English notebook or you can write your answer at the back of your activity worksheets. So that's it, kids. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun learning and answering your modules and your activity worksheets. See you next time. See you next video. God bless. Bye.